friends, and when I basically Googled, and so when Randy came out, we talked about my project, but a couple of friends had mentioned the name, and so then I Googled it and just learned about the company, and then he came out and we went from there. My mother has been in assisted living for about 1.5 years, and it was a great facility. I have no complaints about that, but she wanted to come home. She had friends who would call me and say, she can't even talk on the phone, she's crying so much. So I'm like, this is crazy. And of all of my siblings, I was the one in the best position to do that. But we had to make some changes. Her mobility is not good. So I needed to take, we had just the standard tub shower combo, and I knew that wasn't going to work for her to be home safely. So that's the first project that I brought Taylor Construction in to help me do. And it's done now, and we're very happy with it. It was very quick. The gentleman who came out and did it, I felt bad for him because the first thing he had to do was get that big iron tub out, and he was a one-man crew. It was amazing. He took everything out and got everything installed. He thought at the last minute he might need to come back the next morning, but he didn't. He had everything in and it was ready to go that evening, which was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was great. He came, and you know, when you have someone come and give you a quote, you talk about your plan, but he was probably here about 4 hours just going over with me the options to look at. We talked about some of the other baths that are out there, and he just gave me his honest opinions about which one he thought would be best for my mother's situation, and just gave me a lot of good reasons to go with Taylor Construction over some of the other companies that I was looking at, because you know there's tons of step-in baths, you see commercials, all kinds of things, and so he had kind of a busy task to convince me that Taylor Construction was who I needed to go with. So. Absolutely. In fact, I have brought Taylor Construction back out. We're going to be doing gutter guards on the home, and he came and met with me and my mom, who has moved in with me now, and went over all of the other, he had a big satchel. I've never learned so much about gutters, and he had all kinds of examples of other systems that you could look at. Saved me a lot of going and looking myself. Told me the pitfalls of just having screens and gave me pictures for why that's not always a good option. So again, he does his research, I think, as a salesperson. And again, before he left, we looked at things. I'm having some painting done because he noticed some things that if I don't do this with the house is going to be in jeopardy of having issues. And you guys don't do painting, so I appreciated that because he actually walked around and looked at some things. He says, you need to get a good painter and repair construction person out here. So I appreciate that because that wasn't a sale for him. That was just him, I think, caring for his customer and looking at other things that I needed to see someone to get done. We can't do it for you, but you need to find someone to do that. So